I am in extreme gratitude right now. And I wanted to share this message, the collective reading for today. Happy summer solstice for those of you in the south, because this one is a big one. You know, if you follow the cycles and learn to cycle sync, which you would know that in the south, the celebration of New Year's is in spring because this is the newness of things, right? So now we've just come from a springing, and that's like you sprung into action. It's almost like from the seed in winter, it now it shoots out, and then it is now about to completely bloom. We in that phase of like blooming, because it's summer. There's more of a sense of vibrancy. There is just more joy, being invoked. And I was just, as I was listening to something on my phone before I came here, I just feel this like overwhelm of love. And it's just like I'm having to breathe. And it was interesting this morning when I woke up. The meditation was just about space. Just space. All I kept saying was space. Space. And I would drop deeper and deeper into space. Whew. So today it felt like a very, very held day, like the masks can drop. The masks can drop. And it felt like when you melt. It's like that. Like I imagine like paint, like dripping of paint, and just being like, what a trip to be here. What a time to be alive. Grateful that I get to be here today. I get to see all of this all of this glory, you know. Life has so much magic, and I'm just getting teary because there's just this overwhelm of love that I'm feeling, just for myself, for my loved ones, for friends, for people who are going to be friends. It's this overwhelming love that has opened up. And even if the love is not mutual, it still just is. It's all love, right? Um, and it's beautiful. Whew. It's really, really beautiful. I need to pause this one. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm just feeling this beautiful overwhelm of love, unconditional love. Unconditional love. What I really understood was unconditional love is loving someone through their conditions, not yours. I'll repeat that again. Loving someone, unconditional love, is loving someone through their conditions, not yours, right? And I remember years ago having that experience of having to let someone go because we better off apart than together. And that was a hard lesson to learn, because that was one of the biggest tests of how to, in human form, take that unconditional love for someone, to to be honest in relationship with each other, whether it's romantic, non-romantic, and whatever other forms those take. It's saying, I'm willing to love you through your conditions, and even if your conditions mean that I can't be there, that I'm helping you, you know, bloom in your own way. And we love to give that to others, but we rarely get to feel that for ourselves. And that's this experience of overwhelm, to have that sort of love for self, where you're saying, really, when I love me, then I can love you. But if I'm loving me only because you're loving me, then I'm not fully loving me. So then what happens in relationship is you need someone there constantly. So you stress about their existence in your life, because then it's like, who am I without you? When it was like they were just a mirror reflecting you. If you understand, like, relationships are just that deep, that they are mirroring you, right? They are mirroring you. Relationships are mirroring you. If your experience of me is love, then you are love. And if it's not, that is you, you know? And I say you, me too, every single time when I have to come into and show up in relationship. I too have to see what I am showing another. And then if it's not honest, it will bounce back as dishonesty. And this collective message within this summer solstice, winter solstice, I'm speaking specific summer because that's where I am. It's about the deepest alignment, putting yourself in the deepest alignment, being willing to take anything out that is not in alignment with you. And I got this message about 2 days ago now, 2 days, where this is almost like would it be like a preview to what 2025 is going to bring in your life? Whatever you are experiencing now, I wrote on one of the divinations that what was that section? Hold up. Okay, somehow that one slipped. So clearly I wasn't meant to share that section of it. But I was talking about this being a preview of what is coming for 2025. Yes, what I did write down is that this week, or these couple of weeks, is called the Accelerator Healing Week. So everything is going to be propelled towards drawing you towards your highest alignment. And that's why you are going to have a lot of people come into your life asking you, who do you say you are? They are going to push your buttons in varying degrees to your healed response, right? So that's what's going to come up. What else is coming up? summer solstice. So it's like a preview of, do you feel grounded with the abundance of love that is showing up on your doorstep right now? And if you haven't been able to cultivate that love within yourself, it's you're going to push it away. Um, you're going to push it away, basically, because you can only become aware of what you are, basically. So lots of breath work. Please do lots of breath work. I have some free resources available for you to use. Uh, something I keep saying now because I notice I keep saying in one of my like talks, so that's what I've been picking up. So I'm trying to not use the word and use like long pauses for dramatic effect, maybe. Yeah, whoever has gotten to this point, really keep doing the work. Keep doing the work. And when we speak about doing the work, is tell the truth. Tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Be full of yourself. Now is not the time to shy away from who you are. Excuse me. There was a confirmation there. Right there. um Allow yourself to bloom. Allow yourself to be so full of yourself that only people who are full of themselves too can be surrounded in your presence, right? Because it is an absolutely the most beautiful thing from a non-arrogant space to be full of yourself. Do you understand? Like to be full of yourself, mind, body, heart, soul. Every part of you is full. Do you understand how what a beautiful thing to take up all the space, for you to have that in your life? That's really incredible. That's really, really, really incredible. And it's so interesting because certain things are opposite. You know, what I've realized, take it for what you want. But what I realized is everything, because this is a mirror effect, right? And I spoke about in one of the collective readings, we're going through duality. So within duality, you're going to be met with what is versus what you thought. Do you get what I mean? Because your conditioning has made you think this is what it is because of your conditioning. But once you renew your mind and you remove the veils and you go through the healing process and you connect a lot deeper with your breath, you recalibrate your nervous system so that you can be present to, okay, this is coming from a past issue in my life. How do I breathe this part in? Am I embodying it, or is this some part of me dying? Right? Because you're holding space for both. It's grief. It's grief. Like I walk around with grief. Like we walk around with grief, but we shouldn't shame it, because there's the breath out. The breath out is the releasing of old. The breath out is the embodying of new. So if you embodying the new, you're able to ground into your breath because you are ready for the transformation and you have transformed to say, I'm willing to be full of myself. Do you get what I mean? You become back to that. You're willing to be full of yourself. That's that discomfort of knowing your power I recently wrote that you're not afraid of being alone because of others. You're afraid of being alone because of you. Because once you have that deep isolation and you discover who you are in your entire creation, that is a power that it's 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 mm, 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 mm. It's powerful. It's powerful. And the more and more I tap in, who. But here's the thing, you can't untap yourself out. You with your breath discover too much goodness and too much truth to not live out your truth anymore. Hence why earlier when I was like, oh, that feeling like paint, like the mask just dropping. It's that, like, oh my God, I'm home. That feeling at the end of the day when you don't have to entertain energies that are like trying to hold on to you, and you're just like, I just have to take care of myself. And I always say this in practice to clients. Now that you're in this space, affirm to yourself that you're here. And affirm to yourself that no one needs anything from you. No one needs anything from you. You in this space. We in this space. I'm holding this space for you. And I want you to feel like no one needs anything from you right now. Do you know the peace that comes with that? To know that you don't need external validation. You don't need external validation. And you don't need external validation. Do I need to say that again? 3 times a charm, right? In that holding space, no one needs anything from you. And when you know that feeling, like no one needs anything from you but for you to be yourself, that's the practice. That's why I show up for practice. But it's that feeling of understanding that no one needs anything from you but for you to be yourself. Absolutely no one. And it's going to feel like everybody needs something from you. Like it's going to feel like because of your conditioning, okay? It's because of your conditioning that you've been told to need people. Of course, we need people, but we don't need people from a half-hearted space. We really need them full of themselves. But how are we going to attract those that are full of themselves? By first becoming full of yourself. And then you can go to one of the verses I love that says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And then when you love yourself from complete wholeness, then I can really show you love and the holding space within all your duality, you know? And that's just the beautiful stories that get weaved in through cycle syncing. So happy summer solstice, because this abundance of love that exists. And I'm tearing again because it feels so abundant. And I wish for everyone to be able to feel this love that's so deeply intimate with the breath and the body. It's so, so deeply intimate. It's so, 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 so deeply intimate. And, that's what we're all seeking. That's what I didn't realize that, through every relationship that I've had, this is what I was seeking. This, to be loved, like to be really, really, really loved. When you find deep connection with your breath and your body, it's the most divine love. And I can only wish that for everyone. I really, really wish that for everyone. Um, to experience the love with that which gave you life and that which allows you to stay alive. Um, there's so much love, and please do like, share, and subscribe for more of these divinations where we don't know where we're going, but we trust the process. So we trust the process moving forward. We stay in gratitude moving forward. We allow ourselves to be full of ourselves, because when we're full of ourselves, then I can really love you. Like, I can really, really love now, because now I'm full of myself, right? And constantly, it's a daily practice. It's a daily practice. It's a daily practice of showing up exactly how the sun rises and the sun sets. It shows up because it's just love, and it's deliciously abundant. And thank you for staying up until this point for us to really connect on a deeper level and to enjoy this deliciousness of love. And wherever these conversations need to go, whoever's heart it needs to touch, I'm so grateful for you. And I know you needed to hear this message too. Everyone is an inspiration to remind us how to be ourselves and to be who we are and who we say we are. So I hope I could have been that reminder for you today. I'm glad that I am. Let me confirm it instead of hope it, because we're here to confirm things in life and to reclaim the abundant life that we deserve, because we really deserve love and connection. So I wish that for you, and I will see you in the next. It feels like these toilet talks. It's more the light, because I'm not about the rings. It feels very high in admin. Okay, I love you. And if nobody told you that they love you today, just know that I do. And I'm extending this, so much of this. There's so much of it.